The scene opens in the early 70s before the oil embargo. The music industry had swollen like Elvis to a bloated monstrosity that was clearly unaware of any changes that might be afoot. It blundered forward like nothing would ever change. Into that environment, there formed a schism or angle to market music, and that was trucker-themed pop. Into that breach fell a number of practitioners, such as Little Feat, Commander Cody, and the Lost Planet Airmen. And finally, to put a fork in the genre once and for all, C.W. McCall. Some of these people had unexpected careers. Lowell George from Little Feat had a short, legendary flame-out, leaving his bandmates to blunder on, generating albums like a headless giant with little to communicate. It is so sad when the songwriter dies. Contrast that with the career arc of Chip Davis. After getting his foot in the door with Convoy, he went on to form Mannheim Steamroller, using that platform to contort holiday classics and to own the winter holiday that shall not be named. For over a quarter century, Davis has mined the demand for mutant Christmas music by sending out 2 Mannheim Steamroller cover bands to address the endless demand for his twist on holiday fare. Davis was awarded his 19th gold record in 2010. He clearly knows what people want, and that all started with trucker-themed pop. The point of this history is that for some reason, songs about a low-paid, dangerous trade are for some reason appealing to the greater mass of humanity. It is because of this we're going to forge ahead with trucker noise. This new genre starts now. The scene opens in 1972 on the Hollywood Freeway at the 4-level interchange. No one has moved for 2.5 hours. The air is foul with the stench of an endless line of gas guzzlers belching filth. It was on days like this that the sunset would have hues of green and teal as the light refracted off the buildup of heavy metals in the air. The protagonist of this tale is seated in his big rig, assessing the situation. It is hot, he is dehydrated and not thinking clearly. For no particular reason, he begins to think about the desert. That leads to Native Americans, and that leads to sweat lodges. His cab, the cab of his truck, it could be a sweat lodge. At that moment, he rolled up the windows and turned the heater on full. As sweat poured down his face, he tilted his head back and closed his eyes.